First, let us understand the meaning of Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah. The word Ijarah refers to leasing or renting, while Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah means something described in liability. In Islamic finance, this refers to an asset that does not yet exist during the agreement but will be delivered in the future according to agreed specification. In simple terms, Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah is a forward lease contract where the lessor agreed to provide or lease an asset that will only be constructed, acquired, or complete later. This contract is permissible in Islam because the specification of the asset, such as size, quality, features, rental amount, and delivery date are clearly stated from the beginning. This helps reduce uncertainty or horror, which is prohibited in Islamic finance. There are two important parties involved in this contract. The first party is the lessor, who provides the asset, while the second party is the lessee, who rents or uses the asset. Some key features of this contract include the asset being clearly described, the lease period being predetermined, and the rental amount being agreed in advance. The purpose of this contract is to provide a Sharia-compliant financing solution for projects or assets that are needed in the future, especially in infrastructure and development finance. This contract is commonly applied in Sukuk Ijarah structure, especially for infrastructure and development projects, such as airport, highway, school, and commercial building. Based on the diagram shown, the process begins with the issuer identify an asset or project that requires financing. First, the issuer makes a promise or wa'ad to lease the asset in the future to a special purpose vehicle, also known as SPV. The SPV acts as an intermediary in the sukuk transaction. Next, the SPV issues sukuk certificate to investor in order to raise capital. Investor purchase the sukuk certificate and provide fund for the project. The proceeds collected from investor are then used to finance the construction or development of the asset. During this stage, the asset may still be under construction and does not yet physically exist. However, the specification of the asset are already clearly agreed, open under the Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah contract. Once the construction is complete, the issuer leases the asset based on the agreed term and condition. After that, rental payments are made periodically by the issuer. The SPV receives this rental payment and distribute them to sukuk holder as investment return. At the end of the sukuk period, the asset may be transferred back to the issuer depending on the agreement structure. This sukuk structure is important because it allows asset to be utilized immediately while still meeting Sharia requirements. It also provides investors with regular return through rental income generated from the leasing arrangement. In addition, the structure ensures that asset ownership is transferred to the Special Purpose Vehicle or SPV, which helps protect investor rights and interest through the sukuk period. This arrangement also increases transparency and investor confidence because the investment is supported by real underlying asset. Lastly, Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah offers a Sharia-compliant alternative to conventional leasing and bond structure because it avoids interest-based financing and focuses on ethical investment activities. Now, let us look at a practical example of this contract. One practical example is government Ijarah sukuk used for school building project. For example, the government plans to build several new schools but requires a large amount of financing to complete the project. To raise funds, the government issues sukuk certificate to investors using the Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah structure. At the beginning of the agreement, the school building do not yet exist. However, all specifications such as the size of the building, facilities, location, and completion period are clearly determined in advance. The funds collected from investors are then used to finance the construction of the school. After the construction is complete, the government leases the school and makes rental payment according to the agreed contract. The rental payment are later distributed to sukuk investor as return on your investment. This example clearly shows how Islamic finance can support national development projects while still maintaining Sharia compliance. It also demonstrates how Islamic financial instruments are connected to real assets and economic activities instead of speculative transactions. Although Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah offers many benefits, there are also several challenges and risks involved. One major challenge is construction risk. Since the asset does not yet exist during the contract, delay or project failure may affect the completion of the asset and delay investor return. Another challenge is uncertainty regarding asset specification. If the specifications are unclear or incomplete, dispute may occur, which can lead to horror in the contract. In addition, strong Sharia governance is extremely important. Proper documentation, transparency, and continuous monitoring are necessary to ensure the contract remains Sharia compliant at every stage. Despite this challenge, this contract remains highly valuable because it supports infrastructure financing, promote asset-backed investment, and provide a halal alternative to conventional financing. With a proper risk management and strong governance, Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah can increase investor confidence and contribute to the growth of the Islamic capital market worldwide. Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah is an important Sharia contract in the Islamic capital market because it provides a practical and ethical financing solution for future asset and development projects. This contract not only supports infrastructure and economic growth, but also ensures that financial activities remain transparent, asset-backed, and compliant with Sharia principles. Overall, the application of Ijarah Mawsufah fi al-Dhimmah demonstrates how Islamic finance can provide sustainable and responsible alternative to conventional financing while protecting the interests of all parties involved.